automatic. It's the Venga 2, so it's the middle of the range. So let's have a look. This is, just to give you an idea, this is supposed to compete with the likes of, say, the Nissan Note, the Honda Jazz, that sort of thing. So if you have a look, because of the design, it makes it look like it's a lot bigger than it actually is. So lengthwise, it's not that much bigger or wider than a Honda Jazz. But if we look at the design, it gets its cues from the Jazz, doesn't it? Nice boxy look to it, rather conservative and boring in some people's eyes. To me, I don't mind it actually. It doesn't look too bad. I mean, all the proportions are good. The nice crease lines they've got. I like this design feature where the crease line follows down from the lights there. I think it looks very nice. The rear end is nicely proportioned there, and you've got nice big mirrors there to aid visibility, and of course big lights and aerodynamic front, so it's very efficient in that regard. So let's have a look at the interior to see how practical it is. So if we try from the rear seats, now these are very spacious, and it's got a flat floor, so you can get 3 people in here quite easily, and the seat bases are very long, so you'll get good under thigh support, and they're very compliant. Very soft is what I really mean. Should stop using these silly little words, just be simple, isn't it? It's nice and comfortable basically for long journeys. You may have seen my video for the Nissan Note, and I deemed that my favourite small car, super mini car for rear passengers and also for motorway driving. Ladies and gentlemen, that's been superseded by this car. Let's have a look at this. Plenty of space there, and like the Note, there's space underneath so I can put my feet in, and loads of knee room. Yeah, you could get 6-footers in here. Look at the space, my goodness me. And if you've got little kids, the big windows, they can look out, not feel travel sick. And the good thing about cars like this is that you see the seat. I know there's a thing for SUVs these days, but cars like these are amazing if, for example, you've got elderly relatives, or you are a more senior citizen, or indeed if you're a person with disabilities. It is so easy to get in and out of. The doors, as you can see, open out really wide, and the seats, I'm 5'6", and it's literally just below waist height, so I'm literally not plonking myself in. I can just slide in. And for any parents out there with kids on car seats or buggies and you want to put them in, you'll fully understand how convenient it is to have seats at this level. So if you've got kids that you need to ferry around, especially young newborns in car seats, a car like this is a godsend, I must say. Let's look at the front. So again, seats are at a lovely height. You can adjust the seats here. If I go in, this model being the Venga 2 only has front electric windows and electric mirrors. If you get the Venga 3, you can get folding mirrors and all-round electric windows. You've got your volume knob and stereo controls here, the usual. It's a nice sporty looking instrument binnacle there. It's a good design, I think. Not exciting, but it's a lovely design and very intuitive to use, and nice big buttons. Yes, you got plastics there that are a bit brittle. These are a bit softer, but as you can see, this being a 10-year-old car, it's done very well. What you do get sometimes is these bits here on the plastics, they do chip a little bit here on the coating, but otherwise the rest of all the plastics, although they're a bit brittle, they're very hard wearing, as is the faux leather steering wheel. It's actually very well made, so it wears well. And the seats, the fabrics are very robust, so you shouldn't really get too much problems with them in terms of wear and tear either. And this automatic gearbox, lovely jubbly. It's a full auto and it's highly reliable, and you get little bits and pieces like your auxiliary, iPod, USB, 12-volt connection. The only thing missing on here is the Bluetooth phone connection, but you can't have it all, especially for this mid-range. If you want that, then you need to go for the Venga 3. In terms of to look out for, there isn't much really. This is generally a very solid car. Look at the practicalities. You've got place there for your drinks, got a nice armrest for the driver, so lovely comfortable drive. And again, the seat bolsters are long, so this is one of those super minis you can actually drive on the motorway and not have a problem at all getting tired. And as you'll see from my test drive, it's very well insulated, so it is very good and suitable for motorway driving if that's what you need to do or have to do. And let's have a look at the glove box. Now, it doesn't have the box of tricks like the Note in terms of the seat there, but it does have very large glove box. Sorry, look at that huge glove box, and you've got your little place for your cup if you wanted it. And of course, on that side you got your space there, which is quite big. Alright, so let's go for a test drive. Large windows and large mirrors all round make this a super easy car to drive, and for one of the best visibility in its class really. One of the best cars for visibility in its class. Silly old me, eh? But anyway, it's nice, relaxing drive, very cushioned suspension, cushioning all the humps and bumps. Obviously the bodywork is moving around a little bit, but you're not feeling it come through the small of your back, for example, because it's that's the downside of the soft suspension. So you might not feel it through the small of your back, but it does make the car a little bit wallowy and crashy around rough roads like I've just driven through just now. However, you know, it is nice and comfortable, and the steering is nice and light. You could literally drive like this. It's that easy. Fantastic for the elderly and infirm, for those looking for a nice practical family car. It's so spacious in here, nice and airy because of the expanse of glass all around. It feels nice and airy, and the way it's designed in here, and it makes it look like it's a far bigger car than it actually is. You would not know that you're driving a car that's literally the same size as a Honda Jazz. Okay, so we've just gone for the test drive. So in summary, what do I think? I think this is a lovely looking car, actually, a bit of a hidden gem. Not many people know about the Kia Venga, but now you know. Lovely car, lovely design, fantastic for anyone that's looking to ferry their kids around, or if you want something for your elderly relatives or those of have mobility difficulties. These cars are fantastic for getting in and out of. And as you saw from the drive, visibility is excellent, and these cars are built solidly. Fantastic build quality on these cars. They're very reliable. There aren't any really major worries on the car. Just make sure the normal maintenance is done. And because of the Kia 7-year warranty, the majority of these cars actually have main dealer service history, and the sort of people that drive these cars are very careful drivers, so you know, well, it's very rare to come across any of these that have been abused. As you see from this is a 10-year-old car, and it's lovely and clean. It's been well looked after. So generally the sort of people that buy it look after them and care for them and don't abuse them. And as you see, you know, good. Yes, they're cheap plastics. Well, you know, hard plastic. I shouldn't say cheap plastic, because although it's hard plastics, they wear very well, and hardly anything goes wrong on these cars. So if you want something reliable, practical, this is the car to go for. Here's an example of what I meant about some of the chipping on the handles, but that's about it. That's the only little thing I can mention really on this car. Other than that, maybe some people might think negative in terms of the way it looks, a bit of a old person's car or something like that, but I don't think so. I don't mind driving in this. You can say what you like, I think it's lovely, you know. Doesn't break down, it's cheap to run, cheap to insure, super fuel economic. So this is now my new favourite Super Mini, and the one that I'd put on the top of the wish list for anyone on a budget. So this particular car, for example, is on sale at just under £4,000. I think it's an absolute bargain. Alright, thanks for watching everyone. Hope you like and subscribe, and see you soon for future reviews. Bye bye.